Hello and welcome to G Vibes. Our technique for today is called the loving kindness meditation. So let's take a moment to get comfortable, sitting down, lying down. As long as the back is fairly straight, it doesn't matter too much. You can do this eyes opened, eyes closed, whatever feels comfortable, but do and try to find a space where you're not physically disturbed for the next few minutes or so. So, as you're getting comfortable, as you're getting settled, just remember the mind's got to continue to think, and the mind will get distracted. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong, it doesn't mean you need to change anything. Once you realize the mind's wandered, just let it go and come back to the visualization again. And remember, with visualization, when it comes to effort, less is more. We don't have to try really hard to imagine the perfect picture. Sometimes the picture is not that clear in our mind, and that's okay. This exercise is more about feelings rather than clarity of the picture. The picture will get clearer over time. But for now, it's enough to just focus on that feeling that comes about when we imagine that person in our mind. So let's start with eyes open, a nice, soft focus, and just aware of the space around you. And just maintaining that soft focus with the eyes. Just taking some big, deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you breathe in through the nose, just noticing the lungs. Fill with air and the chest expanding. And as you breathe out through the mouth, just feeling the muscles in the body. Relax and let go. So, just one more time, breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, just gently closing the eyes. And before you do anything else, just take a moment to pause. To enjoy that feeling of having stopped. Not thinking about the mind. Not thinking about anything in particular. Just pausing, enjoying the feeling of being still. And as you sit or lie there, just feeling the weight of the body, being supported by the seat or the floor beneath you, perhaps starting to notice the sounds around you, just settling into that space. And use this opportunity just to check with the body. Notice if there's a feeling of heaviness or lightness in the body. A feeling of restlessness or stillness. So, just getting a sense of how the body feels and beginning to notice that rising and falling sensation of the breath. We're just gonna stay with that feeling for a few moments. It's a very general, soft focus. Just noticing where in the body you feel that movement, that rising and falling sensation. And again, if you find that the mind's wandered off, just acknowledging that, letting it go, and gently coming back to the breath again. And then I'd like you to begin by picturing yourself sitting, lying somewhere you find really relaxing. It's a place that energizes you, that refreshes you. And picturing yourself sat there or lying there, I'd like you to imagine in the middle of the body, almost sort of a little speck of sunlight that just begins to grow outward. And as you watch that sunlight, that sunshine expanding outward in every direction, you see yourself looking a little more relaxed, a little more at ease. You see yourself starting to smile, letting go of any inner chatter, letting go of any tension in the body or in the mind. And you continue in that way until in that image in your mind, you simply couldn't look any happier, any more at ease. And in that moment, you can let that image go. And in its space, this time, picturing someone close to you, someone you care for. And in just the same way you imagine them, sitting somewhere you know they'd enjoy. You know they'd feel relaxing. And we're gonna watch that same speck of sunlight in the middle of the chest, in the middle of the body. It just begins to expand outward in every direction and as if it feels their body. It's just beginning to bring a sense of ease and happiness to that person. And as you watch, you see any tension beginning to melt away. You see the shoulders drop, see the person beginning to smile. Essentially looking increasingly relaxed and happy. And again, allowing that feeling to remain, but letting go of the image. And this time, replacing it with that person who, for whatever reason, you might be having difficulty communicating with. But in the same way, we imagine that same spark of light, speck of sunshine in the middle of the chest, the middle of the body. And we watch as it begins to expand outward in every direction. And we see that the person begin to relax. We see them looking more at ease. And we see them begin to look happy. If thoughts arise in the mind, just allow the thoughts to come and go, staying with the visualization just for a moment longer. until it appears as though that person couldn't look any happier. And in that moment, let that image go. But we allow the feeling to remain as we come back to that feeling of weight and contact with the body, just pressing down against the seat of the floor beneath us. Coming back to any sounds around you, and whenever you can, just gently open your eyes again. And before moving, just taking a moment, notice how the mind feels. Notice how the body feels. Resist any temptation to judge the exercise we've just done. Know that it's only through practice that we get more comfortable in training this feeling, this quality of mind. And that in time, it is possible to not only feel that for ourselves or for the people who we care about, but also for the people who we are struggling with in our lives. And just as always, just plant the intention to carry this quality of mind from your meditation into whatever and wherever you're going.